everyone, I am Francesca Adto, and I will going to give you an insight on this enchanting continent by embarking on a journey into its heart as I showcase the beauty and allure of Africa. So I will gonna start off with quick introduction of Africa. Africa is the second largest continent in the world, made up of 54 countries, and it is generally divided into 5 geopolitical regions. These are the North, South, East, West, and Central regions. Africa has over 3,000 ethnic groups speaking about 2,000 languages, but there are 5 main languages that they use. These are the English, Arabic, Portuguese, French, and Kiswahili. We also have 4 main indigenous language families of Africa. So first, we have Afro-Asiatic, which includes Arabic, Cushitic, Amharic, and Emoro. Next, we also have Nilo-Sahara, which is sometimes collectively called as Nilotic. The language there is Maasai, Nubian, Luo, Nuer, Dinka, Songhai, and Kanuri. So next, we also have Khoisan, and the language included there is Khoikhoi, Kwe, Naro, and Kum. And last, we have Niger-Congo, which is sometimes called as Bantu. The language used there is Kiswahili, Lingala, Congo, Zulu, Xhosa, Yoruba, Igbo, and Aklan. So now, I will gonna give you some facts about Africa. Did you know that the both world's tallest and largest land animal both come from Africa? And yes, they are the giraffe and African elephant respectively. Did you know that Africa is the home of the Nile? And yes, Nile River is the longest river in the world. Did you know that Africa is said to be the place where first humans lived? And yes, that's true. Feel shocked about these mind-blowing facts of Africa? Well, we're not done yet because now we're gonna move on to top 5 most loved tourist destinations in Africa that you must visit. According to the Tourism Sentiment Index, top 5 on the list is Marrakesh, Morocco. With hot sunny days and cool desert nights, modern disco nightclubs and millennium-old city center, Marrakesh is a city of contrast. It absorbs European, Arabic, and Berber influence into a distinctly Moroccan culture. Top 4 on the list is Hermanus, South Africa. Observant visitors can spot several different species of whale frequenting the bay. Every late summer into fall, the waters are converted into a big whale maternity room and baby calves can be seen. Moving on to the top 3 is Zanzibar, Tanzania. Zanzibar is fringed by white sands and crystal blue waters where visitors can soak up the sun or grab a snorkel and dive into the water. With a score of 32.92 points with the index, ranking number 13 globally, top 2 on the list is Mauritius. Mauritius boasts everything from sandy beaches, mountains, and waterfalls to a volcanic crater, coral reefs, and giant turtles. Taking the top spot as the most loved tourist destination in Africa is the Seychelles. Seychelles scored 36.74 points on the Tourism Sentiment Index and landed at number 4 worldwide for the rankings. The location's top highlight was its beaches. Most of the country's tourist offerings are located on its 3 largest islands, Damahe, Praslin, and Ladigue. Wildlife safaris have become a global phenomenon, but Africa remains among the best continents for nature and wildlife lovers to explore. So now, let's talk about the touristic features of Gorongosa National Park in Mozambique. The Gorongosa National Park is located at Mozambique. It is famous for its biodiversity, the extraordinary range of animals and plant species it supports. Did you know that way back 1977 to 1992, a man-made catastrophe, which is a civil war, caused a huge destruction in the national park, wherein the park's large mammals suffered a huge losses too. It wiped out 95% of the wildlife in Gorongosa for food and profit. Now, the entrepreneur named Greg Carr wanted to rebuild the Gorongosa National Park. He wanted to turn the wasteland to greatness. He invested roughly $100 million of his personal funds to the park's restoration. Since 2004, Greg Carr has been helping Gorongosa put the necessary pieces back in place. And in year 2008, Greg Carr has signed a 20-year agreement with the government of Mozambique to restore and co-manage the country's flagship national park. So, imagine the efforts and strategies that Greg Carr did just to restore this national park, because he really wants to show something in the world. He really wants to turn a wasteland to a greatness. And he even quit his business just to devote himself in this national park. He even said that in 1 million acres of national park, he only saw 5 lions. And now, more than 100,000 large mammals populate the Gorongosa National Park again. But what amazed me a lot is Greg Carr didn't just only focus on the restoration of national park, but he also teaches the local people, especially the children, the principles and values of environmental conservation, so that they will be willing and able to help protect the park in the future. Preserving a tourist attraction can mean a lot. We can make a whole difference between success and harmful human activities. It helps us to understand the importance of environment. All of the natural resources required for the future generations to live are developed through environmentally responsible methods. Sustainable tourism is important because it protects natural and cultural resources for future generations. It helps out local people and reduces negative impacts on the environment and society, allowing places to prosper and continue to attract tourists in the future.